Recording.
Are we really?
Yes, recording.
All right. Welcome to the 505 podcast. This is Joni.
And this is Angel.
Yeah. Sorry that we've left you hanging for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, it seems like it's been a while.
I know. Whose fault is that?
COVID.
Okay, cool. We'll just blame COVID.
Well, yeah, I mean, we just kind of got through a little bit of a scare, but thankfully I didn't have it.
Yeah, you said you went back to work, and after a few days you weren't feeling too well, and then you went and you got the test. And then it turned out that the test was negative. Yay.
Which is good because I got tested when I was really messed up.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like out of the blue I just tested and then I got sick.
Right. But the thing is that it was pretty useless because it took how many days to get the results
12.
back? Yeah.
12. Exactly 12. Not just, saying about 12. I think it was 12. No, 12. And by 12, I mean that it arrived on the 12th day at 9:13 p.m.
Did you play that in Lotto?
I should have.
You can. You still can. I don't know. I haven't.
That
checked.
is true.
I haven't
that is
checked.
true. I still can.
They still do jackpots, right?
Yeah, of course. They've been doing that. Never stopped. That definitely never stopped.
Well, the liquor stores have to stay open for a reason.
That definitely did not start.
I know.
I mean, stop.
Stop or start. Stop. Yeah. So
Speaking of starting and stopping, I don't know why, but I think it's because I have the stock market graphs up. But you know what's freaky that from time to time I keep going back to whenever I want to see what happened last year to this particular stock, and it says, oh, it was at like $59 and now it's at like $60. I wonder what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Maybe it's just me, or maybe not. Maybe it's just one of those things. But now, you know how I don't know what they call them, but those divers, or I guess the people that do expeditions, and they drill like a hole into the snow, like in Antarctica or something, and they tell you this is what happened on this year, this is what happened on that year, this is when this happened. Now, in the graph for the stock market, right? When I start going back, you see the big dip. But the big dip is like COVID. The day like COVID just said, we're fucking you up.
COVID just comes in.
It just destroyed the whole market. And you can see that V just like, it's incredible. It's amazing. I mean, there was a couple of stocks that it didn't do so much to it. It didn't do so much damage to it. But like you see that big V dip, and you're like, yeah, that was the COVID day. That was when it was announced.
You can tell it was COVID.
You can tell when like quarantine just boop.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's in quarantine.
That black day.
That black day.
Yeah.
I sound like I'm far away.
It does sound like you're far away. Maybe if you put the mic closer to your face.
It is closer to my face.
Okay, I'm just saying. It's perfectly fine. I was just here listening to you.
I know, but I sound like I'm...
You sound
across. I feel like I'm across the room screaming, like, "Can you hear me? Yeah, the stock market was like saying stuff."
What? What'd you say?
It was like that, like the stock market had that V shape.
Okay, Bill Burr, stop now.
You know what that reminded me of when I was screaming?
What?
Remember when the idiots downstairs or across the yard started fighting?
Sure.
And it was during quarantine, and I started yelling, 6 feet, 6 feet!
Yeah. I mean, like, now that we're heading out of July and we're heading into August, everything's pretty much, I think everything's died down here in New York.
Yeah.
The fireworks are gone.
Which is good. Oh, did we speak about that? How weird and freaky that was?
Yeah, remember we every time we were doing a show, they would just start doing fireworks?
No. I mean the day off. The day of the fireworks.
Yeah.
Did we talk about that in our last episode?
Sure, yeah.
Because that was freaky. All you heard is like...
Yeah, I think people were like, is everything okay over there?
And that's just me.
So, here's the thing. I feel like something else is happening because I was like they're saying here in New York that crime is spiking and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like the victims are teenagers and stuff. I'm starting to wonder, something about that just doesn't add up. Like the fact that the victims almost always are very, very young, and
Yeah.
I'm like, that something just isn't adding up. Like it doesn't pass the
What are you
sniff
trying to
test.
say?
I think there's something else happening. It's like all of a sudden
What's
because
something else?
I don't know. I feel like it's a coordinated effort. It's a coordinated effort,
You saying that
and they're trying to.
the government is making like a program where they give
No, not the
like
not
young adults guns and or
not the.
weapons?
No, it's almost as if to say it's almost like the local law enforcement. What they're doing is that they are turning the other cheek,
It's
or
possible.
yeah, they're turning the other cheek to criminals, and unfortunately, it just so happens that the victims, because you're just like pop 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 all over the place. It just so happens that there are children that are getting hit
Mm.
because it never seems that the intentional targets are hit. And usually, what's strangely enough that I keep hearing is people are getting shot and or killed when there is a memorial for somebody that was shot or killed. That just it's like it's a meta that it just doesn't it's rotten in the state of New Amsterdam. I'm sorry. That's what I just wanted to say. I just wanted to put that out there. If you don't agree with me, you don't agree with me, but I just
I'm
feel
not saying I'm not saying I don't agree with you. I mean, but but
mhm. What?
but it is a theory.
It is a theory. We're just like throwing theories out there. Let's just throw theories.
It is a theory. You don't believe in conspiracy theories.
I don't believe in conspiracy theories. It's just that something just doesn't.
No, I understand what you're
Yeah.
saying. Some things just don't add up. This keeps happening.
Well,
That keeps happening. But it's like I told you. Like I think it was like last week sometime where I heard clapping and I was like, those are um someone's shooting up something.
yeah,
Those aren't fireworks. And you're like, oh, it's fireworks. I'm like, no, no. Look how those claps are lighting up that building, as opposed to fireworks. And you're like, no, no, it's fireworks. And then we saw on the Citizen Ave, and I think even Pix brought it up.
yeah,
Didn't they?
yeah.
It was like, oh, there was fires in our area.
There was like
There,
gunfire.
there were
Oh,
gunfire
the
in our area.
police. There's like the police tech came in and said like they detected gunfire in
Yeah.
our very area, and I was like, oh, okay, got it.
Who knows? I mean, it could be
All I
anything.
know is that-
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
I understand what you're saying.
I
Like,
feel like it's 1990 again.
I wouldn't be surprised. But well, you know what? When we went to City Hall, when we walked around City Hall,
Sure.
in the then tent city, all of a sudden,
Oh, you're talking about in Manhattan? Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
When we walked down City Hall, it was nothing but graffiti.
Occupy.
It was like graffiti all over the government buildings and
And we
everything.
did say that. We did say it was
It was
almost
like,
like
yeah,
pre-Giuliani.
Yeah, it was like, holy shit! It feels like the '90s. This is crazy.
Yeah, like
And
the
there wasn't that many people there,
and
but
you know, like the anti-cop sentiment, like a Democrat in office. The fashions
Yeah.
were nice. So it was like, yeah, it felt like the 90s all over again. So this is kind of weird. And honestly, actually, now that we're here talking about local government, so, you know, it is about to be August. And of course, August moves very quickly.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, it's September. It's
'cause it's
Labor Day.
hurricane, it's hurricane season, so everybody's just watching out for like, when's the hurricane coming? Yeah.
Because, you know, 2020 needs something else. It needs another push. It just needs something
Yeah.
crazier to happen.
Yeah, like what?
Mayor de Blasio
Mhm.
basically told parents in New York,
Go fuck yourself.
yeah, he told them, hey guys, yeah, if you're thinking, we don't know how this school year is gonna look, and we can't really tell you until like September 9th at 11:42 p.m.
Can you imagine at 11:42 p.m. he gives the announcement, yeah, everybody can come back to school, and everybody's like, what the fuck? Like what? like like some of the college students or some of the high school students was like, well, I guess we're going to school tomorrow.
I'm not
What
going.
about those elementary students though?
Oh, they probably went, and then the
In
parents are there
kindergarten,
like,
parents there like, wait, we gotta get lists and shit. We haven't even gotten lists.
I didn't even get the list from the school. Where am I gonna get these school supplies? Amazon doesn't deliver that fast.
You know what I hated about
What?
going back to school?
Wait, are you
But
talking
college?
K through 12 or are you
No,
talking about college?
College.
Okay.
College. when it was like classes were like a week away,
Yeah.
or and you were still like just
In summer mode.
in summer mode and technically college vacation mode,
Mm-hmm.
and you get an email from the professor telling you, this is the weekly reading, this is the book, you must get it.
Have it done before
And I'm
the
just
first day
like,
of
I'm
class.
reading, like I'm probably having like my fifth beer, and I'm like reading this. Fuck, like, go fuck yourself, dude.
Oh my god. Yeah, I remember that. That one professor just has to be there like,
What are you,
I'm
that-
going to need you to bring
Oh,
this,
this
and
fucking
this.
loser. This guy's a
You
fucking
have to read
loser.
20 chapters by the second week of classes.
Yeah.
And if you don't even bother.
Yeah, now we're
coming.
gonna get a lot of flag from college professors. Like,
Oh well.
you two students, you think you got it so good. All you have to do is show up and act like you're listening and be on your twat or Twitter.
Angel, you're technically a professor. If you, all you need is a department head to tell you.
No. I just have a lot of people coming to me for advice. That's what I have. They come
Okay.
to me for advice, and whenever they don't take my advice, I'm just like, go fuck yourself. I don't care.
See, that's the
I-
professor. That's being a professor.
Listen, I care when I see people that they really want to do it,
Mhm.
and they really want to do it, and they're asking you questions, and then they do it. I'm like, yeah, I'm all for that person.
Go
succeed.
I'm their biggest fan. When it's one of those people that is just laid back and they come out with their phone, go fuck yourself.
I can't wait till you're a professor, Angel. That's gonna be a hilarious syllabus. Contact my wife if you have questions.
These are my office hours. Unavailable.
Contact this person.
Email me here, and then it's just blank.
Call me at this number. No number.
Number is 555. One of those weird numbers.
Yeah. And I feel like you're gonna be like fail. Like if I find out this, you're fail. Like.
If I found out that you actually got my number, you failed. That's it. That's all there is to it.
I have a question. Fail.
you're
Like
done. You're
I
done.
said, don't ask.
Get out of here. Get out. You're done for this semester. You got an F. Oh jeez.
I mean, it's in the syllabus.
What
So
if we
so wait a
got
minute. You're saying that
syllabus?
you're not a professor? You're a professor.
I'm a yeah. All I gotta do is just that thing, and then I'll be a professor. But yeah,
Technically, you're a professor regardless. It doesn't have to be for that thing.
I
but
know. But
It's
you
just
know.
that qualifies you as a professor.
Yeah, qualifications. Who needs that in 2020? Like, I can't.
Plenty of people do. What are you talking about?
The president doesn't need. He wasn't
What are you
qualified,
talking
and
about?
and he's president. Just saying. Like, I don't want to hear nothing about you need a degree for this, that, and the third, because like the highest office in the land is held by a game show host. It's not even like a
I don't
fun.
care about being qualified for anything. I'm just here.
He's not even qualified to breathe. I'm sorry.
I'm just here not to be qualified for anything. I just don't understand why my numbers are lower than Fauci's. That guy just came in
Why
like
does
2
nobody
days
like?
ago.
Why does nobody like me?
That guy just came in like 2 days
Nobody
ago
likes me.
talking about Corona and COVID like we're supposed to be scared. We are Americans.
It's the flu.
Yeah, whatever. All right. So anyway, back to De Blasio and being a parent. Like, we're not parents, but we function like parents. We just pretend we have kids.
What?
I don't know. Okay.
Where did that come off from?
I
You
don't know.
pretend we have kids?
I don't.
Jesus Christ, that sounds nutty.
So anyway, well, the dolls and the plants, you gotta make.
Oh, the plants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they gotta be watered and taken care of.
Yeah,
every
they got to
day.
be taken care of every day by Angel. Otherwise, oh boy.
No, the plants don't die because
Oh,
I
boy.
leave.
Yeah.
No, when you leave, the plants do die. You can't leave, Angel. The plants will die. What movie is that again?
Shit.
What movie is that?
I don't know. It's a Bill Murray movie.
Yeah.
It's an old Bill Murray movie.
Caddyshack?
No. Stripes.
Okay.
Stripes.
Yeah,
yes.
Stripes.
Yeah.
Stripes. Okay.
You
so
can't leave. The plants will die. That was one of the greatest lines in that movie.
You used to tell me that every time I
Yeah.
left the house.
That just came out of nowhere. I wonder if that was I wonder if that line was
Improvised?
improvised.
Probably.
Cause that you see you can't leave the plants will die. Come on, that's wow. That's class A comedy there.
So
And I lost it. Like I lost it for like a good 5 minutes. Like I lost it for a good 5 minutes.
Go. See?
And we're back.
we had to take a moment. We
Yeah,
had to take a pause for the cause.
We're back. I'm back.
Are you coming for me?
I'm coming for you.
So yeah, De Blasio said something to the effect of like we won't know what the school year looks like until September. And I'm pretty sure a lot of parents are like, fuck this shit. I'm just gonna homeschool this year.
Yeah, I
No,
don't know about that.
could you?
like,
Could you just imagine if we had a kid already that was entering school? And I feel really bad for the pre-K kids because they were so excited. They're like,
I'm gonna go to school, yay! I'm gonna go to school.
and it's like, no, you gotta. Here's a tablet. There's your school.
I do this normally.
you gotta do it. You gotta do it. An online the Zoom thing.
Yeah,
They gotta wear the uniform on Zoom.
that's what we did on the bonus show.
It's like, oh man.
I don't know. And here's the funny part. I'm at Target the other day. I've been in Target and they have like the whole school supply section set up. You know how
Is it usually when school starts coming around is empty.
Mhm.
So how does it look? Cause I don't think I saw it.
it was still packed to the gills.
I
It
would
was still
imagine.
nicely stocked. I mean, like the college section, it's still clean and everything. I don't know if it's because it's the end of July and, you know, like parents don't start getting lists until like what, next week or so. And what's that list?
Well, people
really gonna
people in
look
college
like?
should start like getting loaded with stuff already because college starts before regular school.
Yeah, but is there even college? I mean, didn't CUNY say they're
Isn't it gonna be
moving on?
hybrid? I thought it was gonna be hybrid.
No, I think what some schools are doing is they're gonna do all online instruction except for labs and studios.
Education connection.
You
Yo, they had it right all this time.
just
This
do it
whole
at home.
time they were like, yeah, like
this
education
at home.
connection. We gotta do this at home, and we were like, pff, the fuck. And then they come out, education connection, the quarantine. Holy shit!
So they had
I wonder
it
how many
right.
signups they got all of a sudden. You're like, oh, we gotta sign up for this one.
Because it's easier to go to school than ever.
Oh man,
Didn't they say like Harvard suspended SAT requirements?
that's their problem.
Yeah, like
It's-
schools are.
It's hard enough.
What was your favorite TV show back in the day?
Saved by the Bell.
Of course. What did you get out of watching Saved by the Bell?
I don't know. Honestly, it was just funny. It was
'Cause you
just
know
you know what it
Zach-
is. It's like radio noise, like
Ah.
and like ambient noise. You just leave it there just because. But it was fun. Like
It was soothing.
it was soothing. Yeah, until like Zach came and ruined everything, and you're just like, oh, this
Zach.
fucking guy.
Until Zach Morris proves he's trash.
Oh yeah, I like the show. Zach Morris is trash.
I
No, he like every time like he. I can tolerate Zach for the first block of the show.
Mm-hmm.
The first block of the show, I could tolerate him, and
The
then
first act.
yeah, and then like midway through the second act, I was like, I fucking hate this guy.
But isn't it that's when the plan kicks in?
Yeah, but it was just such a shitty plan. Like it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this like that, we're gonna do this like that, and then I'm gonna blackmail you, but we're still friends.
He did do a lot of blackmail, didn't he?
Yeah.
When you think about it,
Yeah.
he used to do like a lot of like underhanded stuff. But then again, that's the whole premise of the show.
I guess.
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell. Saved by the Bell. You know where the phrase "Saved by the Bell" comes from?
No, where does it come from?
It comes from the dead.
The dead?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Remember we were watching that in lore? Like because people back then they used to
Mhm.
get buried, but they were still alive. It's just
Yeah.
yeah. And what happened was they invented like this thing.
Yeah, like a ringing bell thing. What's it called? Like a
It's like a
hoist. It's kind
Yeah.
of like a hoisting that you pull on it to for the bell to ring.
Yeah, for the bell to ring, that somebody
Let them
can
know that you're
tell you.
still alive in the casket.
Yeah, so that they could dig you out real fast. Problem is, like, they already buried you 6 feet. That's
Well,
gonna.
you.
It's gonna
Wait,
be
no.
a while.
I was gonna say, well, you still have some oxygen. I'm just like, I've never done this, so I don't know.
I don't know, like that whole part. Like the reason why I can't watch, I still really can't watch, Kill Bill Volume 2. That whole scene where she's buried alive.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Where that part freaks me out.
Spoiler alert! It's like over 10 years old.
I know, but some people haven't seen it.
Oh fuck!
Not
They should-
everybody's
should just
seen
get up and see it.
every Tarantino.
Listen,
I've-
spoiler alert! Spoiler alert is when you're waiting for The Last of Us, Part 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're trying to avoid all sorts of spoilers, and then all of a sudden it's an article that you want to read, and as you're about to click it, right underneath it, it gives you a exact spoiler that you've been trying to avoid for the whole fucking game, and now you're just like, why should I even bother playing it? Or, I mean, I should play it, but I'm just like, why should I even bother getting it now?
Don't you have it in this? Don't
Part
you
2.
have it? Don't
Part
you have it?
Part 2, no.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah. So.
spoiler alert.
Yeah. So let me try to see if I can get somewhere with that. Like, how do you feel about that? That whole thing with school. They not like you don't know what the school looks like until the week of school. How would you feel about that?
I would be pissed.
Because
Get-
I
it-
gotta deal with these kids.
Well, it's not only that, because you don't know what's coming. You don't know, like, even if you can't make plans anymore until, like, next year, maybe. At least from our perspective, we can't make plans. We just have to be like, well, how is it today? Okay, we're good. Am I able to work today? Like right now, look what happened with the Marlins. The Marlins season is completely over. That's it.
I thought they just postponed it for a while, but it's like canceled.
I believe it's postponed. Like, what are they gonna do? I mean, as far as I'm aware, they're supposed to play 60 games. So, what's gonna happen? I don't know if it's postponed. It's postponed. I mean, whatever. But what other team is gonna be like? Yeah, we're gonna have to postpone it as well. No, we gotta postpone this as well. Understand? Like, you don't know because you don't know what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, you're like, well, I got this to take care of tomorrow, or I gotta do this with my wife tomorrow, or I gotta do this with my kid tomorrow. I don't know, something. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, next week, school starts, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not even ready now. Like, what if I have to like excuse myself from work, or I have to excuse myself from like whatever the hell it is that I may have to do tomorrow or the next day?
Sure. Sure.
You would be like, I'm not a parent, but I will be aggravated.
I would
Especially if I'm the type of parent that I'm just like a little too laid back.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, I'll do it later.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Like, just stick like give the kid an iPad, like, and hope for the best.
I guess.
I'm quite flabbergasted at that. I'm just like, I guess they want to say the idea, like, this is so unpredictable, this whole COVID. We may be open for the most part, but we are so not ready to be open. It's kind of like, what is it like? It's like when you break your leg and you haven't fully healed. Like 6 weeks hasn't passed by, it hasn't fully healed,
Yeah.
but you're already running around with the cast off. They're like sawing the cast off you already, and you.
Well, because you're desperate. You're dying to just get out there, and you gotta make that part stronger now.
Yeah, you gotta make it stronger, but it's also quite vulnerable to breakage again. Don't you run a risk?
You run a risk, but you run a risk with everything, especially now.
I don't know. Just like I just don't know where to go from that. I find it to be so
Yeah, but you run a risk with everything. It's just like face masks. Like that's a risk. It's not only like and like to step away from what we're supposed to be wearing it for.
Mhm.
There's people that I've heard that they caught a step throat because of the mask.
Who? Somebody you know?
Yeah. Because
Maybe they probably had it
No.
before the mask,
Well-
and it
well-
exact and
well, listen.
I don't know.
I've been
I'm
wearing.
just-
I've worn a mask for almost 12 hours, right? It's a good thing. I have to admit, it's a good thing that the mask that I wear is kind of like the one that wraps around your entire head,
Mhm.
rather than the one that they like the medical mask.
Mhm.
Because after a while, like whatever I ate or like if I had coffee, that particular area is gonna start stinking. And sometimes
breath.
like if I drink too much coffee, it just smells like burnt cigarettes,
Ew.
right? So I have to start shifting whatever that area is that I've been breathing on for the past 4 or 5 hours.
Sure.
Now I have to shift that so that I can get another part, which I can smell the soap on,
The fresh.
the freshness and the scent of the soap,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
So yeah, you're gonna run a risk
Mhm.
on whatever it is. Like I said, especially nowadays.
Okay.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at my garden. I'm actually looking at the plants. Like like you know how it's like you and I we decided to just like have plants. Well, I
Yeah.
decided to have plants because I was like I always wanted if I ever get my own apartment, I'd want to put lots of plants in it. And I tried that experiment where I tried to put at least like 2 plants in every room. But
That didn't work.
yeah, it would work fine and it would just stop working.
Well, there wasn't too much light in places that you were putting them on.
Yeah.
That was one.
But that's why I was focusing on getting plants that have very low light, that just don't need that much light. And I was like, I didn't realize that it needed some light.
What?
What?
Of course it needs some light.
I know, but I was like, why? The bamboo in the bathroom.
It gets light.
Yeah, not sunlight as much.
Not sunlight, but it gets light.
Yeah.
You know, we have those lights that are on 24/7.
Yeah,
That's that they're getting light from that.
that's true. And also, like the kitchen, that was the saddest one. Remember
I
we
guess.
tried? Remember we really did try?
Yeah, we did try it there.
And that corner in the living room where the intercom is.
Oh, that was a disaster.
That's a disaster. Like every time we put a fern or any sort of plant
The fern
there,
is just the worst, though.
I don't get it. People like they can keep ferns forever.
Yeah, but
I
the,
get a
the
fern.
The fern is great if you have it like outside,
Yeah.
or if you have it in an area where there's not too much traffic and it just looks nice, or
Yeah.
it makes the area looks nice. But if it's in an area where there's so much traffic and that thing starts to shed and shed. And you're just like all these fucking leaves, and I'm just fucking tired of cleaning up these leaves. Come on,
You bought my mom a fern
and it died.
years later.
It died because of your father. I don't know what the hell he did to it.
My mom tried to revive it though.
We had two.
We had 2 ferns. And it
We had
just-
to fern, and then one like lasted a long time.
Yeah.
It lasted a long time, and then we bought her another one.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what the hell your dad decided to do. That like the fern just
No, you.
it didn't dried. It burnt.
Yeah, that was just weird.
It had like weird, like as if like the sun was just beaming on it for like hours.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
But here's the thing. You have a really good. You have a very good green thumb. Like I'm okay, but you have a really good green thumb. Apparently, the plants just like it when you touch them.
All the ladies like it when I touch them.
So anyway, yeah. So I was talking about that.
The ladies
Like-
love when I touch them, especially when they complain. Like, I don't know. And then I'm like, all right, cool. And then like, okay, I guess I'll let you. And then be like, what is going on here?
I don't know why you do that. Like you're married now. All of that.
Yeah, but I could
ended.
talk about that though.
Okay.
I could talk about that. It's
Yeah,
not
but
like it's.
the questions I really try to ask you, you don't want to answer them.
Like what?
Your body count.
Who cares?
See, you don't want to answer that.
I'll tell you what my body count is. 1. So I was a virgin.
The lie you tell. So
I wanted to wait till I was married.
the lies you tell. So there's that one, the pothos plant, which is doing really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so good looking out. You get a high five for that one. You know, the
I had
spider
to switch
plant.
the pot.
Yeah, and I'm proud of you because I was too scared to. You know, I am not good at repotting a plant except the pineapple plant. That seems to be the only plant that I can
Thing is
successfully.
growing like crazy.
And soon we'll have a pineapple. Maybe by 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
'Cause it's been 2 years, right?
Yeah.
I wish we can just see like at least something the size of an apple. Like if the pineapple is like the size of an apple, I would love just to see that and just be like all excited about it, and then come from home from work like we gotta go see the pineapple. Ah!
Take a picture. I'll take a picture of the pineapple.
Take a picture. Take a picture.
it's
Let's do
happening.
let's do a selfie with the pineapple.
And then the pineapple's there like, I'm a pineapple?
Look at little pineapple. Just look the little pineapple here. It's just a nice little pineapple thing.
Does it only make one pineapple?
Yeah.
Oh. So the whole plant does this whole thing its whole
Yeah,
life.
it's like a flower. It comes from the center.
Oh, okay. But if you cut the pineapple, and then what?
What do you mean?
Does another one happen?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so we gotta wait. But you gotta wait like another, 5 years for that one?
Yeah, it's like the avocado. The avocado grows in like 5 or 6 years.
Where's the avocado we planted?
We never planted an avocado.
Yes, we did. We
No, we
tried to.
I don't remember this.
Do we have an avocado now?
Not right now.
Okay, we should totally try that. Yeah, so the pothos is doing good.
Yeah, and the tomatoes were doing great, and then I don't know what the hell happened.
I watered the soil like you told me to.
I'm not blaming you. I'm just
Maybe
saying, like, out
maybe-
of the blue, it's just when I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to start dying. I'm like, what the I follow the instructions.
Now you know how I feel sometimes. I'm gonna
Like,
follow
there's some there that are, like, there's some,
Ah!
yeah, there's one that I wrapped around a stick just so that it can stay up, and it still started like dying. There's another one that is still trying to survive, and then like I just planted the celery. Did you see the celery?
No.
Like the celery was in a little basket of water.
Uh-huh.
It's been growing roots left and right.
Cool.
Wow, that was a mouthful. It's been growing roots left and right.
Cool.
And so now I planted it.
Mm-hmm.
Now watch. It's gonna die in like 3 days.
What is it with the? We're not good with the fruit plant, like with the vegetables,
Well-
the edible plants. We're not good with those.
No, I wouldn't say we're not good with them because we have managed to use some of them just for salads. We have managed to use some of the like
Hey,
the
the scallion.
scallions we've cut from here and we cook with them.
True, but we can't. I can't save thyme,
No,
sage, basil.
it's gotta be
those just
fresh,
won't-
fresh. Like
You-
if you
And you won't
remember
let me.
when we went to the cabin and when we got some, it
Yeah.
started flourishing, but then somehow we forgot about it.
Uh-huh.
It just died, of course.
Uh,
You know, but when we got some and we planted them, they
And
were
you-
flourishing.
and you won't
It's
let
like-
me buy the seed. And you won't let me buy the seedlings at the
I
at
never
the shop.
I never said that.
Oh, okay. So
I never said that. The problem is that when you go to the shop, you're just like, oh look, this little tiny plant that costs like $50. Yeah, let's get it. Like, what? Are you kidding me?
Me or anybody.
Joanne.
Oh my God! Why are you like that? I broke a toenail.
Oh great. Yeah.
Can you file it for me?
Sure.
Can you file it?
Sure.
You're good at that.
So anyway, what else? Yeah. So the snake plant is doing. I do good with plants that just don't that are like they die hard. So like the ZZ plant in the corner, like that's still flourishing. The snake plant is doing really really good.
Mhm.
The pothos, it's doing that thing where I want it to grow, but I want it to grow to the point where it's like it just like spreads like poison ivy around the apartment.
Probably not a good idea.
Why not?
I don't know, because you're gonna have insects left and right just crawling all over. Then that's gonna be awesome.
Oh,
The whole apartment. And it's like, oh look, we got company. Oh look, look, we got extra company.
Will they pay rent?
I ain't paying no goddamn rent.
Yeah. I mean let's see what else. Yeah, but the monstera, that plant is always fun because every few days it makes like a little leaf.
Yeah,
like-
it's growing like crazy.
Yeah.
We gotta start cutting some of them up and growing them somewhere else or something.
I know that's the part I'm scared of. I don't want to I'm scared.
I wonder if we can like just plant them in the lobby.
No.
Like cut one up and just plant it in the lobby, or tell Ozzy about it and be like, hey Ozzy, can you like plant this? Just the one.
Just the one monstera.
Yeah. And then probably the whole board be like, this is unacceptable. It has to be the
Snake plant.
the what is it called? This wandering. It has to be the wandering Jew.
No, that's the snake plant.
Oh, yeah,
It's-
that's what I'm saying. Snake.
That's not. No, the wandering Jew is another plant.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was the wandering Jew.
No.
This is unacceptable. It has to be the snake plant. We cannot have a monstera. Look at the detailed drawings.
The rendering.
Yeah, and then you have the president not giving a shit. Everyone else is like, I'm a member of the board. You know, like,
I take
that-
this seriously.
And the president is like, I'm out of here. Fuck this, people.
I got pulled out of my life for this. Like, I'd like to go back to my life now. This is stupid.
Probably doesn't even live here. He's just like,
He just visits.
he just.
You
'cause
only see him in an emergency.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I've always I only see him when, like, at the rarest times.
Like when we got stuck in the elevator.
Yeah, and I saw him like 3 days ago.
Yeah, he's
I
like.
saw him 3 days ago, and I was like, oh, hey, yeah, hey, how you doing? I haven't seen you in like a year. Meanwhile, I'll see the other members like every other day of the week. Like, what the fuck?
Weren't you supposed to be on the board? Didn't they invite you?
Fuck that.
You wouldn't want to be on the co-op
Fuck
board.
no. Are you
Why
fucking kidding
not?
me?
We'd be dope co-op
God,
board
no,
members.
No, we wouldn't.
We would just like,
It's like
oh, we
it's
gotta
like-
have a whole meeting.
Like, we're privileged. We're privileged to be members of the
We
board.
would let everybody we know
because
into the building.
You know his name. And this is unacceptable because me draining holes on the walls. Or you can't be making too much noise because, you know, people may wake up and complain about it.
Are you
and-
still mad about your interview with the
yeah, it
board?
was so stupid. Like, oh, you know, try to not make, and I'm trying to be like, I admit, like, I was a little nervous because I didn't understand the concept of this.
I did. I saw it in a movie once.
Did you? I know how this is gonna work. I saw it in a movie. No, because I was just like, what the fuck is this? Like, what? I'm being interviewed for a fucking fuck off.
For the apartment.
Just like, so I was like,
And
so I am like, listen, I work late nights. There's sometimes that I may arrive at 4 a.m. Like, you know, what's gonna happen because you're talking a lot about, you know, issues with noise and a lot of complaints that there's been going on in the building. So, like, you know, I come late from work and I'm blasting my music sometime in my car and I don't give a shit. So, you know, what's gonna happen when I come in at like 4 a.m. from work because it's been a long day and, like, you know, probably the baseball has taken forever, and, you know, and I come in and, you know, I start making a little more noise than usual, that because you don't hear that much noise
And
around
then
that
my
time.
wife will scream, "Shut the fuck up!"
Yeah, it's like, well, you know, we had a tenant that, like, was wearing heels, and she used to come in and, like, you know, walk around the floor, and I'm like, what the fuck are you, like, listening to a fucking horse? Like,
No,
Like-
it
like I
sounds
said-
more like.
like what? Like, are you listening to a fucking horse? Are you like, yeah? What do you have your ear to the fucking door? Do you have a glass to the wall to say, hey, you know, you have
with
your
a notepad
shoes?
marking it down.
Yeah, you have your shoes, and, you know, you're doing a lot of on the floor. So that's kind of a no. Shut the fuck up. Go fuck yourself.
It's a New York City apartment. The walls are paper thin. The walls.
No, and that's the thing. Like, we spent the first night here, right? And we were just checking. Was checking the place because we spent hours here. We didn't spend the night.
No.
Right, that first day, and we were here for a little bit, just, like, you know, just to chill and just take it all in.
Mm-hmm.
And then next thing you know, we hear, like, somebody's TV.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what? Wait a minute. Hold on a sec. What the fuck? I can clearly hear somebody's TV. And it's not like somebody's TV from outside. No. It's somebody's TV from the building, because you hear, like, the muzzle.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole time I'm like, so what was the fucking point of any of this shit?
Yeah, it's true. And then you hear like you hear people upstairs, downstairs.
Yeah.
Like they're always dropping something, and
And
you're
then
just like,
there's like a program. There's some ladies that have like a program that they start like screaming, like they're
yeah,
relieving stress or
like they're
something.
like they're doing like
I don't
a
care.
prayer circle.
Yeah, like I don't care, but
It's
don't
New York
come.
City.
Yeah, it's New York City. I don't care. I'm a New York City kid. I was born with the noises. I was born with the noises. I
I
grew
grew up with the
I grew
noise.
up with the noises,
There's
right?
nothing I don't. There's nothing
Because I
new.
wasn't born here.
Mm.
But I grew up with the noises, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever. This is New York City. This is my world.
Sometimes I like the fact that whatever I'm watching on TV, somebody else is watching on TV, so we're both watching it together at
Like
the
when
same
we
time.
go to sleep, like we went to sleep, the fireworks were still going. We were just like, we're going to sleep. Who cares, right?
Mhm.
But if all this noise is just happening, don't this shit with the TV sounding muzzle, and sometimes you just hear music.
That's just
You're
called
just like,
normal
"Chica, go
sounds.
fuck yourself with this shit. Don't, you're
True.
a fucking idiot. Oh, yeah, it's too much noise. And shut the fuck up. This is just bullshit. It's complete and utter bullshit.
I mean, sometimes we hear like entire conversations.
Yeah.
From across the hall.
And yeah, and I just like doze off. I don't care unless it sounds kind of funny. Like there's sometimes like they're having a fight and you're just like you just wanna like yell stuff.
Or sometimes I'm in the bathroom and
Yeah.
the door is closed and I just hear like a person talking
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, I think that there's like a ghost and it's like,
Yeah.
no, it's just a lady upstairs or downstairs having a really loud phone conversation. And sometimes you can hear it out the window.
The one that bothers me. There's somebody that smokes by the window,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it starts coming in here. That I could tell you, it like during the quarantine,
Mm-hmm.
like it was just nonstop. If you tell me like, I don't even know, it's just like the smell of cigarettes just coming in, you're just like, oh my god, that is awful.
You know what's really nice? That person that plays the trumpet. Or the
I haven't heard that person in forever.
oh, they're great. Or like you ever hear a piano?
I think so. It's probably somebody in the building.
Yeah, I know, but isn't it like a really cool sound to listen to?
You know who I would like to know in the building? The person that has the Wi-Fi that says Tesla was right.
Oh yeah, that's true. We gotta find out who that is.
Yeah.
We'll never find out who that is. They'll move and it will never.
They'll move and be like, Tesla was right.
But do they mean Tesla as in the inventor or Tesla
No, I
as
think
in?
it was Tesla, the inventor.
Okay, cool. Because if
The,
you're telling me that the car.
The Serbian inventor.
Okay, cool. Didn't he invent? No, he didn't invent. That was Marconi. Who invented radio? Marconi. What did Tesla do?
He invented the AC.
No.
He invented air conditioning.
Air
He-
conditioning was invented by a black guy.
He invented air conditioning. He invented he not air conditioning. He invented a cooling method. He also invented electricity. Invented electricity?
I thought that was Edison, but
Ah ha ha! Edison stole the idea
oops. And profited off of it.
and profited off of it. Technically, Edison did not invent that. Edison invented the light
There
bulb.
was he invented but the fiber where the light bulb basically where the light happens, that little what's that called? The filament was invented by a black guy.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I'm not denying it. I'm just saying. Okay.
Cool. All right. So just to wrap up, yeah, and Angel is upset with me. Okay, I need to ask
I'm
you this
upset
question.
with you.
I don't know if you're upset with me. I was you know how it's like I've switched over in my social media over to Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause
Yeah.
like not totally
Because
switched.
Facebook is garbage.
Yeah, and Zuckerberg is getting annoying, and he also owns Instagram. But for now, it's a little better.
It's kind of weird that I say Facebook is garbage and they own Instagram, but technically but technically like sometimes you just put shit on Instagram and it's like whatever,
Yeah.
you know. However, they are cracking down on like, you know, God forbid if you're singing along to a song, you know,
Yeah.
or something, they're like, well, this song is really like part of our copyright. Wait a minute, what's
I
going
don't
on
know.
here?
I mean, like I was promoting my book, and I had a hashtag. I guess I said Black Stories Matter, and apparently that hashtag made it so that it was rejected because they were like, we don't want any politically affiliated content.
Oh Lord.
And I was like,
Social media
Really?
has turned into like for me, at least for me, social media has always been pure garbage.
Hmm.
But like, it's like
It's
just the bottom of the barrel right now.
it's just scraping. It's just mucky and dirty right now. It's like everybody, like nobody has filters. Nobody has any tact. Nobody has any empathy.
But it's not even that. It's just that like you can put nothing on it and just say you can put like a blank screen and just say I can't believe that this happened, and then people just randomly is like, yeah, why is there a white screen? Oh, it's like why? And then you reply, no, actually it's supposed to be like a red screen, but it's a white screen. Well, this is unacceptable, and then somehow it ends up with some political agenda or some political comments, and you're just like, what the fuck? How does this even happen?
I don't know. It just happens. So when I was on the Instagram, like one of my favorite accounts is apartment therapy.
Yeah.
And of course, I showed you that thing earlier today, and there was this. They showed you this this really great account called the what is her name? The apartment botanist.
I wanna
Wallpaper.
I wanna terrorize my husband
No, stop.
account.
Stop.
Is that the one?
Like, look, during this quarantine, I redecorated our bedroom.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
You're welcome.
You're simple stuff. You're talking about like, I'm gonna run for president stuff. That's
Oh.
what you're doing.
No, but here's the thing. So, like, the apartment botanist, she had this like video for apartment therapy where she was talking about the 200 plants that she owns.
Oh yeah,
And-
you showed me that.
Yeah, and she had like a disco ball, like glittering around in it, and I was like, oh my god, I want a disco ball, and now I'm obsessed with disco balls.
Yeah.
Are you upset about that?
I am
What? What are you upset about?
because I don't see the purpose. I
I
can
don't-
understand one. I don't understand why we have 10.
We don't have 10.
Yes, we do.
Okay, where are they?
Over there.
Okay, point them out.
There's one in the living room.
Mm-hmm.
There's one in the bed, and then there's one by the plant, and then there's a whole bunch over there by the closet. They're just waiting. You're just there, like how, where am I gonna put this, and how am I gonna terrorize my husband when he gets home? And then when he gets home, I'm just gonna stay quiet so that he can just notice it, and he go like, "What the fuck?" Yeah.
Is that what happened the other day when I put the other one? So
Wasn't
I
that what
bought-
I did? I went like, "Oh, come on."
Because what happened was I bought a set. I bought a couple, like they came two in a set. I didn't know they were gonna come two in a set. I was actually quite excited about that part. And when I looked at the proportion, it was like, I think I'd like to bump it up a notch. So I got a third one.
You got a third one that was like 8 feet wide.
Yeah,
8 feet wide.
and
in
it
dia-
works.
8 feet in diameter.
And it works.
Yeah.
And it works.
Yeah, it
and I
works.
wasn't gonna tell you anything. I thought you were just going to just like not notice. And then you walk in and you're like, what the fuck is this? Like, Joanne. And now that's my thing. Mirror balls. That's my thing now.
That's always been your thing. Like you just come up with like the weirdest idea that are cool.
And it works.
Are cool, but then you're just like I'm not even gonna say anything. Let him notice, and I just noticed like right
I
off
learned
the
that
back.
from my mom.
Mhm.
My mom used to do that. She would decorate a whole house, and then no one would notice until one day my father stares like, is that a new curtain? It's been there for like 6 months. Are those new? Yeah. I just put them up.
It's possible. It's possible that is new, isn't it?
Like your mom never did that. Like she would put up a new
No.
thing in the space. Really?
No.
Your mom's a
My
decorator.
mom was very simple. She was very simple.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes like she has some really pretty things.
Well, probably now, because now she's has more freedom, but she didn't really care for that too much.
Oh, me.
I'll tell you what I did. What I did.
But I love my disco.
What I wish I had then. What I wish I had now that I didn't appreciate then was those redwood floors.
Oh, okay. You want redwood
Oh,
floors?
man. Remember from when you watch them in the movies from the 90s
Yeah.
or the 80s or whatever, and
Yeah.
they've painted the wood flooring with red.
Uh-huh. Oh. Really? You like
Hey,
those?
That's
Okay.
great. That's fucking awesome. That's classic.
Okay.
What?
Well, it's like when we get pissed off when we see carpet on the floor and then you pull it up and then you see like hardwood floors underneath, and you're just like, this is an
Oh,
insult.
with engineer floors.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, remember like during COVID, some of the city's buildings, like in City Hall, I think, what happened was is like they stripped away the the mosaic because they had time on their hands to
Yeah.
clean up, and they found these classic Art Deco mosaics underneath. Somebody in the 60s and in the 70s were like, let's just cover this up.
Was Oscar there from The Office?
If
He
Oscar
said,
was
oh my
there,
God, you're not gonna believe this.
this is disrespectful. Like, what happened? Like, what's going on? That is disrespect. Come on now. Like, if we
It's
ever,
true. No, it's true.
yeah, like if we ever bought a house, like, or if we're ever house hunting or whatever, and we see carpet on the floor, isn't it gonna be like your first instinct to like kind of kick the corner up?
Yeah, no, it's true. I forgot. Didn't we notice something somewhere? And we were like, why did they do that? That's so stupid. This is cool.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was.
Um.
I think maybe is when they paint over like hinges and like
Yes.
and or it's like antique hinges and they'll paint over one of those crystallized knobs and you're like, why did they fucking do this? Why?
Why? What's the point of this?
That was so stupid. Like now this is so valuable.
And also, why would you ruin it like that?
I
We're
don't know.
weird though. Like,
What do you mean?
Is it just us? Like, are we just like snobs for that, or is it just our generation that's like that? Where it's like, we
no,
get
it just
mad?
depends. On,
Because some people just don't notice, or they just don't care about that. Meanwhile, we'll walk into like a pre-war apartment that'll still have like crown molding, and we'll be like this. Oh my god!
because it's cool.
Yeah, because you
'Cause
don't see it every day.
There was attention to detail as opposed to now, where it's just like, look, angle. it's just the ceiling meets the wall. Look, oh look, it's got high ceilings and it's like a 6-foot ceiling.
And you
Like,
could touch it.
so
Like,
what the
look
fuck is
how
it?
high
Ain't no
these
damn
ceilings
high
are.
Ceiling? What the fuck is your problem?
Like, and then I'll scratch my nail, and you can see my nail polish in it. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's really high. Yeah. Angel, watch your man bun. Oh no, you.
I forgot my keys. I think these are the keys.
Yeah, I know. It's like I don't know. Like the houses that are opening up in our area, like the
Mhm.
apartment buildings. Like I saw they're starting to like load them in, like add appliances and stuff. But when you look inside, you're like, if Angel sees this, he'll go nuts. Because like your years in architecture, and I'm like, oh my god. Like you get excited when you see crown molding or you see like baseboards. You get excited.
Yeah, because it's attention to detail. It's not something like that is simple. It's not something that is just, oh, here we did this, and it's like, what did you spend like 2 hours on this? Why do I want to get this for?
Or the sunken room. Like you know how some apartments.
The sunken room is.
I like
You know,
those.
you know what I
I
don't
like
like. You know what I don't like about the sunken room.
What?
It should be ramped. There should be a ramp. It should not be steps. There should be a ramp that leads to the sunken room. You know why? Because there might be a point where you can no longer be going up and down fucking steps, and you're like, even if it's 4 steps, you know. And there are people that they go down the steps and it freaks them out.
Yeah.
Like it's what's that called?
Traumatic.
No, when you're scared of heights.
Vertigo.
Like 3 steps for a person, that's vertigo, automatically.
Yeah.
Right. Not everybody, but people that suffer from that.
Sure.
So yeah, a sunken living room, it's cool. But I would prefer if it was ramped. If it was a ramp, you know, you can just like go into it.
Sure. So you would
I
prefer
don't know,
like
it's
a
just me.
slight slope.
Yeah, it's just me.
I see what you mean. I'm just like, I'm a big fan of steps. That's why. Well, not really.
Well, I'm a fan of steps.
You tell me to go upstairs, and I'm like, oh my god, why did we get a house with 2 floors? Why did we
Yeah,
decide-
I don't mind steps. I mean, like by steps, I mean like a sunken, like things like that. That's just silly.
Really?
I like I said, I don't mind a sunken living room, but I prefer if it was there was a ramp.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I see what you mean. Or
If it was a ramp that led to the sunken room, living room, then okay. But steps is like, yeah, it's cool. But then is there gonna come a point where you're just like, I'm just gonna jump over this.
what do you call that thing on the wall, like in some apartments, especially in New York, where it's not, it looks like crown molding, but it's on the wall itself, and it's like in squares or in rectangles?
Molding,
Okay. How come you don't see that anymore?
because it's expensive.
Oh.
It's expensive, and it has to be made. It's not like a computer's gonna make it.
You could do a pre 3D printer, can't
Sure.
you?
Yeah.
But can you do it if you wanted to?
Sure.
Like you
can.
buy the molding and then you do it?
Yeah, of course.
Can you do it?
No.
Why not?
What? Why?
Because it would make me happy.
Those things were hard. like, I remember, like I didn't trip, but I kind of like did like one of those step trips. What are they called?
You trip up the step?
Yeah, like you tripped up, but you didn't quite fall.
Mm-hmm.
You just tripped up, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then as you tripped up, you kind of try to stop and you bang your head on something.
Mm-hmm.
So that happened to me in our old apartment where like I did that, and I banged my head on one of those moldings, but the ones that come out,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Not-
that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah.
like that molding that comes out
Mm-hmm.
like that
Yeah.
at a
Yeah, like
weird
the-
trapezoid kind
Yeah,
of
the
thing.
listeners can hear that. Okay, can see
What?
that. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you because I want you to know.
Yeah. Okay, so why am I
So
playing
yeah.
with my hair?
So
Okay.
yeah, I banged my head on one of those fucking moldings. Some things, all you heard was like
And you went like, ah.
that hurt. No, it did hurt, but
No, my thing is that what I always wanted to do, especially in my mom's apartment, but she wouldn't. She just, no matter how hard I tried to do it, she never listened to me. She has crown molding on
Mhm.
her on
Yeah.
all the So I told her it'd be kind of cool. What you would do is you you paint the wall below the crown molding, right? You paint like you would paint it like if you're doing two colors, like let's say you do white and pink. So the wall is pink, the crown molding is white, and the little space from the crown molding up to the ceiling is white, and then the baseboard is white. And I was like, that would look so cute. Wait, no, not the space between the crown molding and the ceiling is pink. So it'd be like baseboard white. The baseboard and the crown molding are white, but the rest of the wall is pink.
okay.
And I was like, and every time I suggested that idea to her, whenever she repaints, she ignores me. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to find an apartment with crown molding and I'm going to do it myself. Here I am in an apartment and I didn't do it. But we don't have crown
We
molding.
don't have chrome molding.
I know. Can you put it in?
Excuse me.
That's what she said. No, but
We have that column.
what is
that's
that?
there.
What is
I'm
that?
guessing that's a column. I don't know.
No, like that thing that runs along the wall of the apartment. What is that? That thing that juts out?
A wall.
No.
It could you know what? It could be either a duct that's there,
Yeah.
or maybe it's a column. I don't know. A column, a beam.
That's what I was thinking. Like, why you keep saying column? I thought
beam, I'm
columns
sorry.
are vertical.
No, you're
Okay.
vertical. Got him.
So we
It's
can't
probably
paint
it's
the
probably a
duct?
beam. It's probably a beam that's there.
Okay, so we can't. Oh, okay, I get it. So we can't paint that if we wanted to.
That we can.
I know, but you never wanted to. We never got around to painting the apartment. Remember, we said we were fully going to move in. We were going to paint the apartment up because the board said we could. The board's like, yeah, you can do whatever you want. You throw the paint on the walls. Yeah, just don't knock walls down.
Yeah.
Like, this is a studio. What wall do you knock down?
Just don't knock the walls down. That bleeding idiot. God.
Like, how do you knock down a wall in the studio?
That fucking cunt.
What wall? What wall?
Just make sure you don't knock down any walls. Like, what?
But there is on our line, there is an apartment with a wall. They put up a wall.
For absolutely no purpose.
And
Well,
it
there is a
killed-
purpose, but it's just stupid.
And it kills the light.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just put glass bricks?
Because you weren't there.
I would have suggested that.
Maybe.
Could it be a thing though? You could put like a glass brick.
Oh yeah, I mean like we put antique windows
Yeah.
as our dividers.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like think about it, like a wall of glass bricks. That would be kind of cool.
a wall of glass bricks, that's pretty fucking
A
heavy.
semi-wall of glass
Okay.
bricks.
I mean, but still, it's pretty heavy. So maybe that's what it was. You know, they didn't want to put that.
How is it heavy?
It's heavy for the floor. You don't know if the floor has enough support to support that.
I never knew that. I just thought you just like pile them up.
No.
But I've never like
That's what beams are for support.
okay. Glass bricks though, like I've never lifted one. That's why I feel so stupid.
That thing
How
that
much does it weigh?
at least 10 pounds.
Really?
One block of those at least 10 pounds.
So if you have like a row of 6, that's 60 pounds.
Yeah.
And then if you stack on top of that, that's 120 pounds.
Yes.
And then you stack on top of that.
Correct.
And it just keeps going.
'Cause you have to think about it. It's glass, right? But
Mhm.
it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's like
But it's
3/4.
hollowed out.
Yeah, but it's 3/4 thick glass,
Okay.
right? So it's 3/4 thick glass all around,
Uh-huh.
right? And then there's two plates of those that get attached together, and there's a vacuum inside.
Mm-hmm.
So think about that. It's like,
So
I'm gonna say it's like five. I think it's like 6 inches thick. You know.
so
what she said, but-
why is it? So why is it that? Why is there a vacuum inside? To make it lay wet, way less.
No,
lay?
it's for sound.
Oh.
It's for sound,
Uh-huh.
right? It's also for retention of moist retention
Mhm.
or sunlight retention.
Mhm.
What else?
But you see it in windows.
Yeah, because it's just like, you see how our windows are double layered.
Yeah.
So it's for that. This insulation. It's like it serves as insulation. In other words.
Oh, okay. I would have wanted to see that. That would have been cool.
What?
Like a glass brick wall.
There are glass brick walls, but
I just love those.
I love them too. But that's the problem, though.
They're
Like
heavy.
they're heavy. It's just like a cement block, like a
Oh,
concrete
okay.
block. Think about that. like,
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
A
It's
pretty cement block.
yeah, it's almost the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same weight, but it's almost the same.
Mm-hmm. It's
Um,
heavier.
No, it's not heavier,
Okay.
but it's almost as heavy.
Okay. And you still have to cement it down. You have to.
No,
you
no, it's
still
a-
don't you have to
no.
cement the bricks together?
No, it's a different type of material. I forgot what it's called.
Oh.
Yeah.
Grout.
No.
Mm.
I forget. I really want to say it starts with an M, but I don't remember.
Is it valuable to have like a glass brick? Is it-
Possibly. I mean, like a glass block alone.
How much is a glass block? Can you look that up? real
I'm
quick?
guessing one block is probably like $25.
Oh, that's not bad.
Mm.
And then you gotta multiply that. By knowing me, that's
That's not so bad.
$3,000
you see what I have to
later.
do you see what I have to deal with? Do you see why when I come home and I see new shit, I be like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Joanne, why is this whole house in like glass bricks? I thought it was cute. Now that I see it, I don't like it. Tear it down and start over.
$45 at some places. Some places with design is like $65.
That one's $71.
Home Depot has it for $5. Interesting.
4-inch thick though.
That's what she said.
Okay. So if you buy that and then, but if you wanted to, you could.
What do you mean?
Like if we wanted to put like a glass brick wall as a divider, we would.
There has to
could.
be enough support.
support
There has to
under
be
the-
enough support. Because otherwise, that floor is just going to
Sink.
slope.
Okay.
And it may sink and it may collapse to the
Hi.
tenant downstairs. It's possible.
Like, hey, what's up? Can we get that wall back?
Yeah. It's all shattered.
You sure you want it?
What do you want it for? Now it's mine.
Okay, good.
That's what you get for having a glass block wall.
Wait, can you just put some Flex Seal between the bricks? Flex seal the wall real quick.
Flex seal the wall. But it's supposed to work. I don't know if it works or not.
I heard it works.
Yeah.
Like the guy made a boat.
He made a boat with the whole Flex seal thing, chicken wires and everything. It was amazing. That was crazy.
It'll help, right, with this wall.
What did you think? What did you think when you first saw that Flex Seal commercial the first time? And he's on a boat, right? And he's like, "Look, it even worse than a boat." What did you think?
Why is this? This product is way too perfect.
Right?
It's way too perfect.
It's like, as soon as I saw that, I just busted out laughing.
Meanwhile, we were looking for Flex Seal and we couldn't find it anywhere. Remember, we were trying to find it.
No, we couldn't find it.
Yeah. That's why, because it's so damn perfect. Because it's like,
yeah, I don't know about that,
but it's so cheap, and it's like, it's really cheap, and it's really, what is in it? What's that chemical that makes it that it's so
crack cocaine.
I'm just saying.
It's probably crack cocaine. We ain't in the business of just doing stuff if it ain't perfect, and perfect is crack cocaine.
Where's that from?
I don't know. I'm just making it up as I go. Swear to God.
Oh my God. You sound like Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi. I don't think Steve Buscemi speaks like this. I mean, come on, you know.
Okay.
What? What do you mean, okay?
Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe we should add like a second IKEA bookcase on that side.
Excuse me?
My mom was here the other day. She was like,
and
why don't you just take another bookcase and put it on that side?
Yeah, bookcase on that side, and then that whole bookcase would be filled with fucking Barbies.
No, it
and
wouldn't.
I'm going to just go like, hey, I'm going to set fire to this fucking bookcase.
Why would you do that?
Because I can.
Why would you do that? The Barbies do nothing to you. They just stand there and protect the house.
Do nothing.
And they protect the
not
house.
Protect this house.
They do protect the house.
They do not.
They do too.
They don't.
Think about it. Every time somebody comes in here, they see it and they're just like, I don't plan on staying long. Exactly. You're welcome. They're like gargoyles. They protect the house. Remember when we were on the fire escape?
Yeah.
On 4th of July, and we looked into the apartment and we're acting like we were like, hey, this looks like a dollhouse.
It does look like a dollhouse from the outside.
It does, right?
Yeah, because my wife, she did a great job. Let's leave it at that.
What do you mean leave it at that? Explain yourself.
No, you did a great.
Explain yourself.
You did a great job. What?
Explain
You did a great job.
Okay.
And I love it. You made it homey. It's just that
It's just that.
It's a little girly at times, and I'm just like, oh, whatever. I gave up.
What's the most girliest part?
That curtain thing right there
What?
by the miniature hallway.
The 3 square foot hallway.
That curtain with the what's that called? The flares.
It's what is this called? What's this
Sparkles. It has sparkles all over the place. I'm like,
tinsel.
I remember the first time you set it up, and I just took it down.
You walked right through it. You were like,
I was like, what the? And I just took it off, and I just like put it on the side. No, I'm putting my foot down. I'm putting my foot down. Next day I come back from work, back up, and I'm like, what, Joan? What the? Come on! And I take it down, and next day comes, and she has it right back up, and I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I'm done. Fuck it.
Yay!
And that's how it's been ever since.
I did basically I do what all wives do. All wives do that. The man will be like, "No, we're not doing this," and then she does it for 3 days. By the 3rd day, he gives up, and she silently wins.
Does she really?
Yeah, she does. I mean, look, what is this called? A fringe curtain. There you go.
A French curtain.
Yes. We have a fringe curtain over there, too. Hey. I was actually thinking about...
Just because you're French doesn't mean...
Fringe.
Fringe. I understood French.
Yo,
I'm an idiot.
Why didn't we find... We never did find an apartment with French doors, did we? We were looking for that, too. Weren't we hunting for that?
I don't think... Yeah, but we were also...
hunting for balconies, too.
Hunting for balconies, but we were also trying to decide if we should make it.
Oh, make the French doors?
Yeah.
What happened to that?
There was no point.
Yeah.
Technically, we could do it for the closet, but technically there's no point. Why spend like $300 on making one?
Especially, yeah.
I mean,
that's gonna be fun when you move.
You can make it cheaper. You can make it cheaper, but why?
Oh, you mean like, yeah. Yeah, like it's gonna be fun when we move.
Especially like when we first came in, we didn't think we were gonna be here for more than a year.
Yeah.
Well, at least not over a year.
Because we thought by the time the lease was about to run
Yeah, we
out.
found another place, but then we fell in love with the place.
Yes. Because why did we fall in love with the place?
Because I was able to sit down on the toilet.
Oh, disco ball, help me.
Disco ball, show me the light. Tell me the reflection and tell me the way. I need to know what your point is. Cause you're giving me the nerve to throw you out the window and see you shatter all
Meanwhile,
over
you
the
come
place.
home and you see it and you're like, ooh,
I've never gone, seeing the disco ball.
What about when I'm under it?
That's different.
Say that.
That's different.
so I gotta sit under this disco ball every
You
day.
need to sit under the disco ball.
I'm about to put one in the bathroom.
You were about to poop up in the bathroom?
No, I'm about.
How are you gonna accomplish that? What?
I'm
Are
gonna-
you some type of Spider Woman? Or are
I'm
you gonna
about
poop
to
up in the
put-
bathroom?
I'm about to put a mirror ball in the bathroom.
Don't.
Why?
That would just make it smaller.
How would it make it small?
It's just
How would it
wood.
make the bathroom smaller?
It's
The
just wood.
bathroom's small as it is.
And it'll make it smaller.
You put it in the corner.
Yeah, but nor how clumsy I am. I almost hit that shit trying to move around. Right, the one above the bed. Now you want to put one there when I grab the towel like a fucking savage and I just start like drying
Well,
my asshole.
it's about time you learn to be more graceful.
I'm a guy.
It's about time you learn. You live in an apartment with a woman. You're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Did you not live with your mother?
Yeah, and I was still the same.
Ugh.
Like I said, listen, I love seeing authentic stuff. I love seeing things that are great, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like it. There's sometimes you like things, and I'm just like, yeah, I like it, and then I grow, and then it grows on me, right? But if you're gonna put something where I can just grab the towel and then just pull the towel towards me, and I can just hit it with the towel, and it just falls on the ground, and I'm just like, whatever. It's just like you did with those lights above the door jamb. Sometimes they just fall. Sometimes it's just fall. And I'm like, I'm not fixing it.
Meanwhile, how often do you turn on the bathroom light?
Not often.
Exactly.
Not often. But if they weren't there, I'd be turning them on.
And what's our Con Ed bill looking like?
It's looking like
Well, not now because the AC runs.
It's looking like the COVID numbers.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
How so?
Yeah, it's looking like the COVID numbers. How so? Wife?
Who's turning on the air conditioner? No, those you know damn well those LED lights, they do not contribute to the electric
So you
bill.
say.
They really don't.
So you say.
Okay. So you have a problem with the LEDs, right? Okay,
I don't
the
have a problem with the LEDs.
Okay, cool. Cause you know that kitchen, right? That kitchen was dark.
Yeah, it was
Even with
dark.
the light.
Yeah, no, that's
on.
true. It was true.
Yeah, if it
Very
was.
true.
Yeah, and I think we're the only people in the building that did it. Even
Real
the
talk.
super is like, "Hey, I'm gonna do that too." Why y'all wait till we do something?
Why are they copying off of us?
For real.
That's what I want to know. Remember when we were trying to like make fun of one of the apartments in the building, and
Yeah.
then we were like, "Hey, wait a minute, we have that sink." How did they know about that? You know, and it's like it's a brand spanking new apartment, so it's like, oh, they gave the word or something. That,
Ozzy said something. Our landlord said something. No, our landlord.
and then it was like,
Remember we were gonna rip out the cabinets and
Yeah.
put up shelving.
yeah, and it was like, yeah, nobody's done that. Oh, yeah, I wonder who else has done it now. He's probably giving them the
Pro tip.
411 on it.
Hey, they were gonna put open shelving in.
Yeah,
And then the super got involved. Like, why would you?
and now
Because he doesn't
and
want
now
to.
he probably sees our little garden here, and he's like, I gotta do that too.
We are the trendsetters. I think that's why they liked us in the building. I think that's why the co-op board liked you, because they were like,
Like me.
yeah,
Jeez.
because you can bring an extra funkiness to it. All we got to do is just, I don't know. It's like we're very eclectic. I like to think. We're very eclectic, I like to think.
Are we eclectic?
I still want to put a hood over the stove. Like what?
You know what I don't like about the hood over the stove?
You got the grease trap?
Yeah. No, not only that, but it also is greasy and nasty. And it's like it's not easy to clean.
At all.
Who
invented it?
You're just like, yeah, cool, we'll clean it, and then you're just there scraping. Okay.
How many times does that happen to you?
A lot.
It happens to your mom's.
Yeah. My mom's a pain in the ass.
Oh, like in our old apartment when I was growing up, my mom had a hood over her stove, and she gave up.
Is it called your father? Got him.
She gave up. She was like, nope. She went nope.
Was the hood? Did she give the hood a name? Was it your father's name?
Oh, stop. You were so mean. But I remember the stove was yellow. I remember that.
Yellow.
The whole kitchen was yellow.
Is it me you're waiting for?
And it was like, remember those metal cabinets? Those cabinets with the metal doors? With like the boomerang shaped handles? The old vintage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was like. I remember that. It was nice. It was a cute little kitchen. It was a little dingy, though. I remember that part. Not because they didn't clean it, but because, you know, the landlady was like an old-ass woman.
Uh-huh.
Why do, like, she had this old lady stink about her. And when she talks, she goes, and I'm there like this.
How did she speak?
I shouldn't make fun of that because there are people that actually have there are people that actually have that. It's wrong, but as a kid, I'm like, I wish you'd shut up. And then sometimes we would have to go upstairs to her house, and I'm like, I don't want to go up there. It's stinky. You got old lady stink.
That was the best. It's wrong.
I was like, this house has like old lady stink. It had like that musty smell. I'm like,
it's wrong, but I wish you would just shut up.
Bro, I wish you would just shut up. For real, she would start talking, and I'm like, oh God. Mom, can we go?
Can we go?
Mom, I gotta pee. Mom, I gotta pee.
Just tell I'm sleepy, Mom.
You're potty trained. I gotta pee. I gotta poop, and I need somebody to wipe my butt. And she's like, "Oh, you have to poop? Okay, we can poop. Come on, let's go."
I'm not trying to be mean, but I was just shut up.
Oh God. She died. Whatever. Nobody liked her. I can say that. I'm an adult now.
It's just the way you said it.
What?
You're like, oh God, she died.
Stop. You're so mean.
Oh God.
Before we start talking about the disco ball again. You like the disco ball. Stop lying. You've never seen a rose gold disco ball before I came into the picture. You've never seen a rose gold.
I hardly see any rose gold anything before you came into the picture.
I know.
Yeah. Now you got a rose gold ring on your finger.
I know.
Jeez.
I didn't even ask for it.
So if you're listening, if you guys are listening, if you can deposit some money into the Patreon account, that would be great. Because, it's just not easy keeping this lifestyle for your wife. You know what I'm saying?
What is that supposed to mean, Angel?
I'm just kidding, guys. You don't have to do any of that.
Okay, I was about to. Well, you can donate to the Patreon. It helps out.
That's up to them if they want to do it.
Yeah, we're not. Angel is so well off, isn't he?
Oh sure, yeah. I'm so well off.
Apparently, there is such a thing as a green disco ball. My mom was like, "Why didn't you just get like a green disco ball?"
That would have been retarded. Everything looks so green. You're just like, what?
At least with the rose gold, at least it's warm.
Yeah.
Right? It's a warm tone. Because I was like, I could have gone with like a regular silver ball, and they'd be like, "Wow, Joanne, like you had the idea, but where's the extra?"
What about like a black?
Oh, that exists. That exists.
Yeah.
It's a thing. Let me see if I can dig it up.
Wait, did you get this from eBay or Amazon?
I got Amazon.
Amy, the Amazon is.
I do.
Is there like a
Jeff Bezos has one. There's a clear mirror ball. That don't look clear.
That's not a. That's that.
That's a silver ball. And a clear
Really? A
ball.
clear disco ball? Really? Really?
It'd be a glass ball. It'd be a textured glass ball.
This is what I have to deal with.
See, that's a black ball.
Excuse me?
A black mirror ball. Would you want that? Would actually be kind of funky
It
though.
looks like a face.
It does.
That's weird.
Well, those are 3 lights.
How about a purple one? That's cool.
There would be there is a purple
A
ball.
purple one would be cool. You should start singing Prince underneath it.
Oh, I should have did that for you. I'll get you a purple ball to hang in the office, and that way you could just blare Prince all day. And then the ball, and I'll put a motor on it so that you could just like, sing to Prince all day, sing
Yeah.
Prince all day under a purple disco ball, and then yeah.
And be like, I ain't got no disco ball.
I thought you were gonna say I ain't got no money, 'cause my wife just spent it all.
Well, I was gonna get there, but
But
my wife did spend it all.
my
It ain't kinda funny.
but my world is pretty.
I don't know about that.
Why do
Yeah.
you like this? Yo, I hope Prince.
It's all about me.
Yo, Prince is gonna
Hey.
haunt you in your dreams now. He's gonna haunt you in your dreams.
But with you, I must go on. Ha, 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 ha. And I love you, baby. But all I ever wanted to do, I want to be your lover.
Watch Warner Brothers comes after you now.
Yeah, right? We're going to get flagged for this one. It's like, oh, wait,
This melody sounds a little too
Sounds-
familiar.
too familiar here.
I don't think Prince cares anymore because he's dead. Not to be mean, but
He's
he's
D-E-D.
he dead. D-E-D.
If he dies, he dies.
He did die. Sad day. All right, guys. So this has been the 505, and yeah, I'm seriously now thinking about getting a black disco ball. Oh, a purple one. I wonder how much they go for on Amazon. Give me a mouse. Stop.
Instead of like a
Angel will be like,
instead
please
of
help.
instead of like a red disco ball.
Yeah, of course there's a red disco ball.
I prefer red disco ball for my Russian citizenship.
Did you look this up? No.
I did. I ordered one of those pair of sneakers.
Okay, that's cool.
I did. Yes, pretty cool.
Purple mirror. Watch there be a purple mirror ball in the house next week. Like Angel will be like,
It'll be like purple balls, won't it? Purple
No.
glasses. Is that what you type? I don't understand this. Why? Why'd you do that?
stop with it. Okay.
Oh, that's kind of cool, but for like 2 seconds.
It's cool for 2 seconds. Ooh, what's that?
Oh,
Oh,
God damn it.
I don't know.
That
My
looks like-
wife goes,
That looks
ooh.
like Christmas balls.
Yeah, those are Christmas ornaments. They don't have like a mirror balls. They don't have.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's ballsiest of them all?
I don't know who. Yeah.
Black pepper.
Yeah, they don't have those. They don't have like black mirror balls. That's lame. Well, it's Amazon. Maybe you'll find it somewhere. Ooh, Christmas ornaments. We can still have Christmas. All right, you guys. This has been the 505. Thank you so
It'd be
much.
like Christmas in July, won't it?
All right.
No,
Can we put the tree up?
we totally can. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a flying fuck. It's all matters to me. All that matters to me is that you're happy. That's all that matters.
You got that recorded, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's recorded somewhere. It
Alright.
should be there. I'll edit. Oh my god, that is a very difficult word to say with the Russian accent.
Maybe
I'll
you should
edit
stop.
it. I'll edit it again somewhere along the line. What's the problem? Why are you doing the look? I don't like that look. You have to give me the pretty look, the ones that I like, because otherwise I would not be happy. I would just be sad.
This has been the 505 podcast.
Yes, this has been the 505 podcast.
I'm Joni,
And I'm Angel.
and we got, and we're all over. We are on all the major platforms. And thank you so much for listening. Yeah, but also check us out on Instagram. Angel is at Shadowwings Pictures.
Yes, he is, and he's so cute. Showing us.
And listen, I just gotta.
Read my book.
I just read her book, and I just got one question because it's been driving me nuts. What the fuck is a number 2 pencil?
We still are answering that question from last episode. What's a number 2 pen? What's the importance? Why number 2 pencils? I don't think they'll even need that in the next coming school year. Like, what's like? Seriously, there's not even going to be standardized tests. They want to do standardized tests. All right, we'll talk about that in the bonus show. All right, you guys, thank you so much for listening to the 505. Love you lots, miss you much, and we'll see you on the next episode. Catch us on. Also, check it out. My book is called the. Also, check out my book. It's called The Jet Set, and it's on Wattpad. New episode drops. Actually, new chapters are dropping today, Wednesday, and also on Sunday. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye. We'll see you next time.